What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Lots Full podcast. It's just Dakota and Natalie again this week. Still no Dave. He's getting close to coming back though. I talked to him earlier. He said give him a couple of weeks, he'll be back. So, um, we're gonna do something a little different this week. Got an idea to do a tier list. Um, the original idea I had was let's do a tier list of horror films, and then I realized just how completely asinine of an idea that would be. So we're going to split it up. This week we're going to start with Wes Craven movies. Um, Natalie had started putting it together, and then I realized on Tiermaker there is a whole Wes Craven tier already. And so we're just going to go off of that.
Yeah.
I think we got quite a few good ones on here. I'm just going to get this out of the way, though. This one, we're not even going to talk about it. It's going right here. It's called a Music of the Heart. It's a rom-com, so that one's going there. Yeah, neither have I. So I knew that was not in our wheelhouse. So I was like, let's just stick that one over there right away.
Do we want to start with one of our favorites, Wes Craven classic?
Well, we can do it in really whatever order. Are you able to read what these movies are?
Kind of. I can tell from some of the pictures exactly what they are.
Yeah, I got along the top right here all of the movies on here. I can go ahead and get rid of this one. All of the movies on here, I have a synopsis pulled up of every single one of them. So when we pick a movie to go over, I will read the synopsis, whether we've seen it or not, just in case anybody watching hasn't seen it. And then we can debate it and decide what where we want to put it. If only one of us has seen it, then obviously only one of us gets a say. If neither one of us has seen it, it'll go in the haven't seen category.
Yeah, and it'll give us something to watch later on.
Exactly. And we're going to do this, like, we'll do one over Stephen King, one over John Carpenter, one over, we'll go down the list.
What do you call him? M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong instead of Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan. So, but yeah, we'll do different tier lists for different horror film creators, and we'll split it up that way. And hopefully, eventually, in the next 15 to 20 years, we'll have done every single horror film ever made. So, which one you want to start with, Natalie?
I go with the cult classic. Let's start with the original Scream.
Okay. The original Scream. Let me find it. I think it's right here. Yep. All right. So, the little synopsis I pulled up, it's on Wikipedia. It says, set in the fictional town of Woodsboro, California, the plot follows high school student Sydney Prescott and her friends who, on the anniversary of her mother's murder, become the targets of a costumed serial. Okay, so you know that this is, or you know what my favorite horror film of all time is.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody that knows me knows Halloween, 1974, hands down, in my opinion, the greatest horror film ever made.
It's
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis. You can't go wrong with her.
It was her breakout film too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much better can you get? That being said, Scream as a franchise is a very close second.
Yeah, it's very, very popular.
However, I will say the original Scream, and we only have 1 through 4 on here. The original Scream is not my favorite.
It's still, it's put it in the good category. It's not the best.
That's where I would go with it. I would put it in good.
Yeah, because just like you, I'm more of a Halloween fan, but that's just my
Now,
preference.
I will put one of the Screams in the best category, but Scream 1 is not my favorite.
No, it's
It
still
is my
good though.
it is my second favorite of the Scream movies, but it is not my favorite. So I can go ahead and close that tab. We're gonna make this. We're gonna keep making this easier and easier as we go.
Do we want to continue with the rest of the Screams, or do we want to go to what I think is a great but very underrated werewolf movie?
I'll let you pick which one. Like, pick the movie we rate next, and then I'll just go over the synopsis, and then we can debate it.
Have you seen Cursed?
So there were several that I hadn't seen on here. Cursed is actually one of them. I had never even heard of it. I
I
just
will
saw
say
it.
it's very
Now I
typical Wes Craven. Is not going to be the best costumes, etc., because it's an older movie. However, main
oh,
character Christina Ricci,
ooh, ooh. So
and
Cursed
yeah,
synopsis. Cursed is a 2005 American horror comedy film directed by Wes Craven and written by Kevin Williamson, who also did Scream, by the way. Who both collaborate. Yep, see, there you go. Who both collaborated on the Scream film series. That just goes to show you, I didn't read any of these synopsises as I was pulling them up. I just pulled them up. Oh, there's one. Okay, cool. The film stars Christina Ricci and Jesse Eisenberg as two orphan siblings attacked by a werewolf loose in Los Angeles. The plot follows the siblings as they navigate their new abilities and the curse that has been inflicted upon them, leading to a series of encounters and a quest to find the werewolf that infected them. Okay. So
so
since
pretty much they have to kill the main werewolf that infected them in order to remove their curse. And you
okay,
guys know Jesse Eisenberg from like Zombieland.
I was gonna say that name sounds familiar, but I couldn't place it.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a very popular actor nowadays, but he did start off in stuff like Cursed, were more of his
and
breakout roles.
that's the greatest thing about. I want to say Wes Craven, but horror in general. Like John Carpenter did it. We talked about with Jamie Lee Curtis. Like a
Yeah.
lot of really, really talented and popular actors and actresses get their start in horror.
hmm
Um, so since I haven't seen it, I don't get a say. Where would you put Curse?
I have a love for it, but it is between the costumes and the fact that it's kind of predictable. I'd put it in mediocre.
Mediocre?
Um, I still love the movie. But there's definitely better werewolf films out there. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you see that newer one, Wolfman?
I have not yet.
Oh, bro, bro!
You act
Like,
like I have time.
oh my god, that like it. The commercials made it look good. Oh my god, it was so much better than I thought it would be. Oh my god. So I know I said I'll let you pick. I want to do one.
Yeah, I was about to say you choose the next one. We'll go back and forth.
My soul to take.
I have never seen it that I can
I
think of.
have, but I don't remember what the hell it was about. Like I remember watching it because the picture for it looks familiar, the title looks familiar, the characters look familiar, but I couldn't tell you what it was. So let's see if this will refresh my memory. Oh yeah, okay. This was a good one. Uh, a family man named Abel Plinkoff discovers he is the Riverton Ripper, a masked serial killer. After killing his pregnant wife and psychiatrist, he is shot and taken away in an ambulance, leaving his daughter orphaned. 16 years later, the Riverton seven children born on the same day as Plinkoff's death, gather for a ritual to prevent the Ripper's return. However, the Ripper returns, leading to a series of terrifying encounters and the siblings uncovering dark secrets about their past.
I do remember this movie now. This is a good movie.
Yes, yes. I think I would put this on par with the original Scream.
Mm-hmm. I
Like,
do
this
remember that
was
description made me remember it. That
phenomenal.
was a good movie.
This movie was phenomenal. I loved it. I don't think it was Wes Craven's best work, but it was an amazing film. I loved it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it flowed really well.
It was very fun to watch. So, all right, next one.
I'm gonna go with my favorite Wes Craven film, The Hills Have Eyes.
Ooh. So I have never seen the original. I have seen the remake though, and the remake disgusted me.
Hold on. Hold on, let me my best friend is calling. So I'm handing the phone to Jacob.
Let's see. Hills Have Eyes. I remember this is kind of loosely based on something that actually happened in history. Uh, the film begins with the Carter family, led by retired police officer Big Bob Carter. Good lord, I almost said Bob Barker. Um,
It's as old as him.
I know. Embarking on a road trip to California, they take a detour through the Nevada desert where they encounter a series of ominous signs warning them of danger. After stopping at a remote gas station, they are advised to stay on the main road. Ignoring this advice, as most people do in horror films, they take a shortcut through a nuclear testing site, which leads to their vehicle breaking down in the desolate landscape. As night falls, the Carters find themselves targeted by a group of psychotic cannibals who inhabit the nearby hills. The family must fight for survival against these brutal and sadistic attackers, who are revealed to be the descendants of a family that has been mutated by nuclear testing.
Fun fact, movie is based off an actual Scottish family that was severely inbred
Yes. Yes,
that
that's
lived
what
in
I
a
was
cave.
talking about.
Now, I prefer the original because it's, once again, Wes Craven. You know,
Yeah, what I will say you can't really go wrong with Wes Craven.
when it comes to Wes Craven, that is my favorite movie of all time. And I used to live in Oregon, so I've actually been through the desert where these films were filmed.
Right.
So I just love the creepy, gory horror movies. So
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it is. So I personally would put it in best, but
With the cult following it has and the effect that the remake had on me, I would have to agree with you. Hills
it
Have Eyes goes to
is the
best.
best category.
Yes. Like I said, I've never seen the original, but the
We're gonna
remake
change that.
the remake fucked me up.
All right,
So
now
I
your turn.
you put one in best, so I feel it's time I put one in best. Well, no, because I can't put that one in best yet. So I will do the one that everybody thinks of Wes Craven for. Nightmare on Elm Street.
I am a Freddy
Wrong,
Krueger
wrong one.
girl.
Wrong one. There we go. Nightmare on Elm Street follows teenager Nancy Thompson as she discovers that a violent figure from her town's past is invading dreams, and if you die there, you die in real life. Wes Craven's inventive blend of psychological terror, surreal dreamscapes, and an iconic antagonist makes it a standout of the slasher genre. This movie, because the pedophile gets burned at the beginning, I think is important. It is great. Um, that being said, personally, I don't think it would go in the best category, but at the
I
same
don't.
time, it has such a cult following. It has influenced pop culture so much. I don't really know how I can not put it in the best category. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. I also would want to put it in the good category just because it's been remade so much
It
and
has.
changed up so much that you really have to love Wes Craven's films
You
to
do.
appreciate the original. I mean, we all agree he's very talented as a director.
Yeah, personally, I would also put it in good, but for just my opinion on the film itself. But if you take into account the impact it had on pop culture, I, I I don't know. I have a hard time keeping it in good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll put it
What
in
do
the
you?
best just because it is the original, and
Yeah.
you usually cannot beat the original. When it comes to horror films, the original is usually best.
We're going to. We're going to. Well, I'm going to try to make a case for it.
Yeah.
So,
All
all
right,
right.
if you really want to go at it, Last House on the Left.
So, for me on this one, it's the same situation as Hills Have Eyes. I've seen the remake, never saw the original.
I have seen both. The original fucked me up emotionally.
Did it?
It did. And that's the reason I want to put it in good, is because I was able to handle the remake better.
Okay. So, the synopsis on this one, the film follows Mary Collingwood as she and her friend Phyllis Stone head to a rock concert in New York City. Well, that's terrifying already, going to New York City. During their journey, they encounter a group of escaped convicts led by Krug Stillo. The girls are kidnapped and brutally tortured by the criminals, with Phyllis suffering severe violence. Mary is forced to watch and endure the horrors inflicted on her friend. The film culminates in a confrontation with Mary's parents, who seek vengeance against the killers after discovering the truth about their daughter's abduction and murder.
The film, I will warn parents, the films are both very, very, very graphic.
And that's the thing I think made Wes Craven
So
special.
amazing. Yeah.
You know, he
He wasn't
like
afraid to do it.
Nightmare on Elm Street. The villain is a fucking pedophile. Like, nobody else would touch that topic, you know?
Yeah,
Wes
especially in the
Craven did.
States.
Wes Craven did. And he did it amazingly. Like,
I feel like he was trying to portray real life issues through his
he was.
movies.
He very much was. And that's what made his movies so good, is because every single one of them you could see yourself or somebody you know being in that situation.
And sometimes you can relate to the villains.
Mm-hmm.
You can sympathize a little bit with some of the villains.
Unlike in Nightmare on Elm Street, I can't sympathize with a fucking pedophile.
Well, no, but some movies you can be like, I understand why you are the way you are now.
Yes, 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 yes. So I would put it in good. What do you think?
I'm gonna put it in good just because, like I said, it terrorized me watching the original. It fucked me up emotionally. Do not let your little girls watch that movie, parents.
And I mean, this was one of Wes Craven's very first films. I think it was actually his first film. So, like, to come out with a banger like that, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to continue on with the Scream and go to Scream 2. 2 years after the Woodsboro massacre, Sidney Prescott and her friend Randy Meeks are attending Windsor College in Ohio, trying to move on with their lives. However, a copycat killer emerges imitating the original Ghostface murders and begins a deadly spree on campus. Throughout the film, Sidney confronts her trauma while trying to uncover the killer's motives and identity. The story combines slasher horror, suspense, and dark humor, like all Scream films did.
Yeah.
So, I would actually put this one in mediocre.
It's not the best of the Screams.
It is my least favorite of the Screams. So, you agree with mediocre?
I agree with mediocre. Still a good movie, just
Yes,
not the
absolutely.
best of them.
Absolutely still a good movie, but All right.
Alright, I'm old.
Yeah, we are.
Can't read any of those. Oh, The Hills Have Eyes too.
Hills Have Eyes too. Hills Have Eyes 2 follows a group of U.S. Army National Guard trainees sent to a remote desert outpost in New Mexico known as Sector 16 to resupply scientists and soldiers working for the Department of Defense. The area is notorious for nuclear testing, which has created a clan of inbred flesh-eating mutants. As the trainees investigate a faint distress signal, they are ambushed by the mutants, leading to a brutal struggle for survival in the desert and underground mines where only a few manage to escape, leaving the mutant threat unresolved. So I've never seen Hills Have Eyes 2. I'll just
It's
go out there and say that. So your opinion on this is the gospel. That being said, that
people are
sounds
gonna hate on me for this. Put it in bad. I prefer the remake of The Hills Have Eyes
really,
too.
really, because that synopsis sounds more like something I would enjoy than the first one.
It was just not well timed.
Really?
And the original just
Well, I mean,
had it beat by
he
far.
can't knock movies out of the park every time. You know what I mean?
It wasn't his directing, it was the acting.
The acting was that bad. Who was
There's
in that movie?
I don't even remember, dude, but this is the original The Hills Have Eyes too.
Yeah, I've got Wes Craven's IMDb here. Give it just a second here. He was a director. Go away,
I'm gonna get
ads.
so much hate for saying that because it's such a big following, but not my favorite Wes Craven movie.
House of Eyes Part 2. Who was in this? Go away, ads. Okay. At These ads are pissing me off. Let's see here.
I don't even see any like names I would know besides Willard Pugh.
I recognize Colleen Riley. I recognize Willard Pugh. I recognize Brenda Marinoff. Huh? Okay. Okay. I guess that explains why the acting was so bad.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
we
names
recognize.
that just didn't continue on that I can think of, but that doesn't mean they didn't have other roles.
Yeah. Nobody I recognize. Okay. So you put that one in bad. I'll go ahead and continue on with Scream, and we'll do Scream 3. I'm going to read the synopsis real quick. Uh, find it here. Trying to find just a short synopsis. The film's story follows Sidney Prescott, who has gone into self-imposed isolation following the events of the previous two films, but is drawn to Hollywood after a new Ghostface begins killing the cast of the film within a film, Stab 3. Scream 3 combines the violence of the slasher genre with comedy and whodunit mystery, while satirizing the cliche of film trilogies. Unlike the previous Scream films, there was an increased emphasis on comedic elements in this installment. The violence and horror were reduced in response to increased public scrutiny about violence in media following the Columbine High School shooting. So, I am going to. Did I close the wrong one? No, I just didn't close it at all. Okay. I'm going to make a controversial move here. And after I do it, if you have an argument about it, you can voice it and we can debate it.
This is the one Scream movie I have not seen.
I'm throwing it in best. I loved it because it is the only Scream movie where there is only one ghost face.
No, I have seen it then. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm probably thinking of 4 that I haven't seen.
Yeah, the fact that there was only one ghost face made the movie. Because the first time I saw it and the credits rolled, this is the only Scream movie I sat through the credits for. And it wasn't because I wanted to see the credits or anything. I didn't believe there was only one ghost face. I was waiting for the reveal of who the second one was.
Yeah, no, you are right. I'm not gonna fight you on that. That is the best one.
Yes.
Because it's
I,
not
I
as chaotic to follow.
yes, I get a lot of hate when I make that statement, but no, Scream 3, best Scream ever made.
We both have ADHD, so it's hard to follow when there's multiple things going on at once.
And also there is one person who is in Scream 3 that I think makes the movie. And this
Is
is
it
also
David
going to be
Arquette?
something. No. David Arquette is in all except 6 and 7 because he gets killed in 5. Um, Let me find him here because I can never remember the dude's name, but I know him from so much shit. Patrick Warburton.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's funny.
You know who he is, right?
Yes, I know who Patrick Warburton is.
That's Joe from Family Guy.
He's so funny.
Uh-huh. His character, for me, made that movie because his dynamic with David Arquette was fucking amazing. All
I
right, your
think
turn.
people nowadays would also know him as what, Kronk from Emperor's New
Yeah,
Groove.
yeah. I always forget he was also Kronk.
He's got a very unique voice. You know his voice instantly.
Oh yeah. That's how I recognized him. Was his voice. I was like, wait a second.
Alright. Let's keep it going to Scream 4.
Scream 4. We'll finish up the screams on this list. Okay.
The one I don't think I've seen, but Nope,
So
I've seen this one too.
you have? Okay.
Mhm.
I think I. Yeah, here we go. Scream 4 follows Sidney Prescott returning to Woodsboro on the 15th anniversary of the original murders as a new Ghostface killer targets high school students. Yeah, that's all I'll read because I don't want to. I'm trying not to spoil too much of these movies for anybody that hasn't seen them. So funny enough, and I get a lot of hate for this too. I'm going to make a statement. Argue
Go
with me
ahead.
if you want.
I probably won't.
There you go.
Where I just put it good.
Good.
I would have put it in mediocre or bad. You wanna know
Really?
why? It has too much high school drama meets I know what you did last summer vibes for me.
I agree. But I enjoyed. What is her name? The actress's name. I don't remember. She's the deputy. Deputy Judy Hicks is the character name. Um,
Oh, I know you're
Her,
talking.
David Arquette, and another one. I can't remember her name. She was in Friends too, but
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox. Thank you. I always want to say Courtney Love, and I'm like, no, it's not that bitch.
Hey,
Um,
let's not shoot anything.
I know, I know. Um, so, but them three, that whole storyline. Oh, I baked you these lemon squares. Like, fuck, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's not their characters, it was the high school girls that I was just like,
But yeah,
what are you doing?
and the whole like who the killer was, like I didn't see that coming. That was the one scream that I didn't see coming. So you said you would go as far down as bad. I would go as far up as good. So we will split the difference, and I'll put it
Fair,
in
good,
medium.
mediocre.
Yeah, we will
I
split the
appreciate
difference.
that. Like, that's why I said mediocre or bad. It is not the storyline, it's the drama.
And I get that. I get that.
I don't like high school dramas. That's just
Because yes, it was full of high school drama. Um,
I mean, there were funny moments for sure.
Funniest kill, the dude that records everything when he died. No, no, wait, I'm gay. I'm gay. The killer like stops if it helps, and just kills him anyway.
I can see you doing that.
Wait, you can't kill me. I'm gay. No, you're not.
That's a hate crime.
No, no, you're not. Well, I could be if it helps. The kills in that one were so funny. Oh, all right. I'm going to
Uh,
do one of the because we're getting down to the ones I haven't seen. I'm going to do one of the few ones I have. Wes Craven's New Night. Why did I not close that? Did I close the wrong one? No, I didn't. Okay. I just didn't close that one. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Heather Langenkamp must confront Freddy Krueger as he invades the real world, blurring the line between fiction and reality. Now, I remember this one brought back the original actress, which
mhm.
was a cool, I like when that happens, when they reboot a franchise and bring back the original actors and stuff. Um, that being said, I'm going to make another rash judgment, and you can argue with it if you want. There you go.
I am not hating that decision because it
I
ruined the original for me.
I agree. I absolutely fucking hated that movie.
It just did not fit Freddy Krueger's character at
I
all.
think that was Wes Craven listening to people that don't know Wes Craven,
Mm-hmm.
because it did not feel like a Wes Craven film.
Nope. It feels like he told his assistant, have at it.
Pretty much, pretty much. It doesn't feel like Wes.
I'm so glad we agreed on that because
Yeah.
that just.
Now, I will say the rest of these, I don't think I've ever seen.
Hey, let's do a vampire in Brooklyn. Mr.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the good category because this made me laugh
So,
so hard.
Vampire in Brooklyn is a horror comedy film about Maximilian, the last surviving vampire from the Caribbean, who seeks out Rita, a half vampire police detective in Brooklyn, to continue his bloodline. That sounds fucking awesome.
It's honestly, it's kind of like a satire. I mean, it came out before probably, but it's like a satire of Blade, pretty
Okay.
much, in
Yeah.
my opinion. People can have their own opinions. It's hilarious. It's Eddie Murphy. It's classic.
So, where did you say you'd put this?
I
Good?
put it in good. It's not the best, but it'll make you laugh.
Okay. All right. I'm letting you go from here because, like I said, I've never seen any of these. So.
Hey, let me pick up my laptop and see if I can read anything. I have not seen any of the other ones
All
that
the
I can
rest
think of.
are in haven't seen.
I believe so.
I think we need to brush up. Wait, this is a Disney movie?
What
Yeah,
is it?
Case Busters. It's a Disney movie. Wes Craven did a Disney movie. Wow.
He went off his own little thing. Alright, so yeah, there's a lot we haven't seen. I mean,
But no,
obviously, we're gonna have to sit down in person and do a whole marathon while our kids are
yeah.
playing because our kids love each other.
But notice, between the top two categories, we've got 7 films. Between the
Yeah.
rest, we've only got 5. Like, I think that shows you we have a love for Wes Craven.
He honestly brought horror films to what they are today.
He did. He did. We only have one in the bad category. We only have one in the worst category. So,
Yeah. I mean, guys, if there's a director or a genre from horror you want us to research and do a list on, please let us know. He and I are both big horror fans. Doesn't mean
yes,
we've seen every single horror movie because, we're
I'm working
parents,
on
we have jobs.
it.
Like, we don't
I'm
have
working on it.
time. Yeah. Every Halloween, he and I get together and we watch the same movie every night from separate homes because we live almost 6 hours away from each other.
Yeah. So every
And we
Halloween,
discuss them
I try to watch at least one horror film a day. Um,
for the entire month of October.
for the entire month of October, and every day, I mean, watching one horror film a day for me is pretty easy. That being said, I try to make at least one of the ones I watch because I have a tendency of going back to the ones I enjoyed. Um, I try to do one that I have never seen before, and that
Yeah.
way, um, we can like I can fill out my my Rolodex, I guess you could call it, of horror films. Um,
Which we'll start putting these on to start watching earlier than October.
yeah, like Halloween's my
If we
favorite
can find
holiday,
it.
so
Yeah.
I'm always
Um,
down for a good horror film.
yeah. And I'll be coming down probably in a couple months to see you. And then we'll do a whole,
Fuck yeah.
especially with Junebug. You're
Hey,
going to have to deal with her and I watching our
she's
musical
never
stuff.
seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
She's not gonna like anyone named Jason after that. Or Michael.
The fuck are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell her what my cousin Jason did to me while I was watching that movie for the first time.
Yeah, but nobody in those movies are named Jason or Mike.
Yeah, well, I have cousins named Jason and Michael. But okay, I'll tell you guys about that. I was really young. Okay, probably way too young to be watching that. I've got a lot of older male cousins. A lot of them. He can confirm this. And they're assholes. I'm sitting there watching this film in the dark on the back porch, and suddenly the door's being kicked in, and two guys in masks are running in, like revving chainsaws, chasing us. I almost broke my neck trying to get through the sliding door into the house.
That's like my story with Signs.
With your grandpa? Yeah.
Yeah, my jackass of a fucking grandpa. So,
So that's why I
uh,
mean she won't trust anyone named Jason or Michael ever again once I tell her about that.
yeah. But anyway, guys, that's our tier list for Wes Craven. Uh, I say next time we do John Carpenter.
Okay, I guess I can start looking up stuff.
John
Since you
Carpenter
want
is
to call me
easy.
your secretary.
You know I only keep doing that because it pisses you off, right?
Yes. So, now that you guys got a little context, how about
The
text?
1950s.
Hold on. The 1950s called. They want their sexism back.
Hey, that shit's forever.
He's a little scared of me, guys, so just let it happen.
What's that you always say? I'm shaking in my baby
Baby seal
seal.
leather boots.
Yeah,
I said that to her last night. Ooh,
I'm shaking
yes,
while
I
eating
am
my.
quoting Megamind, guys.
I'm shaking while eating my baby duck pussy lip tacos.
Your tism's showing.
Ron White.
Your tism's still showing.
But all right, guys, that'll be it. That'll wrap up another one. Y'all know the drill. 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Uh, we've
Ignore our
been,
bullshit.
yeah, we've been stuck on the Facebook for a while, so go follow us there. I got an idea on how to drum up some support for that. I'll fill you in at a later time. But anyway, guys, we'll catch y'all later. Be good.
Or bad. Either way.